Alrighty, hopefully this gives like a visual representation to what or how the auto repurchase works for the AAC. So this is a crude drawing. I'm not an artist, but hopefully this will kind of explain it. So imagine when we repurchase or have it set to repurchase, our packages are going around in a conveyor belt. They just keep going around. And when they enter a machine, at some point there's a machine on the conveyor belt. When the packages enter the machine's going to check our account. If we have the repurchase turned on, our small packages are going to become big packages. So this is like our $10 package becoming 20, or a 20 becoming 40, and so on, right? They become twice as big. Or if they're already big, if they're the $160 package, then it becomes two big packages. One big package becomes two big packages, so the 160 becomes two of the 160. And then they'll go around the conveyor belt again, and then when they get to the machine's going to check again. Oh, is the repurchase on? Yes, okay. One package becomes two, and go back around again. And they'll just keep going around this until we switch the repurchase to off, right? So if a package goes around the conveyor belt, enters the machine, and the repurchase is set to off, then instead of becoming another package, the machine's going to switch it to this other conveyor belt where it comes out as cash, right? It's no longer a package. It's going to come out as cash. Obviously, we get paid in crypto, not actual money, but you kind of get the concept here. It'll sit here and just accumulate until you withdraw it, right? And after you withdraw it, it's in your crypto wallet. If you want to come back in and buy more packages and put them on this conveyor belt, you can do so, right? So every time a package enters the conveyor belt or is on the conveyor belt and enters the machine's going to check, is your auto repurchase on or is your auto repurchase off? And if it's on, it's going to go for another cycle on the conveyor belt. If it's set to off, then it's going to spit out as money, and it's just going to sit there, right? And then your next package eventually comes up, right? So if you have it switched off, you'll have packages that are coming out as money, and you'll still have other packages sitting somewhere on the line, right? So if you've got 10 packages on the line and you've already had, say, 5 packages pay out, you're like, okay, I'm going to switch it back to on. It's now on. The packages that you had sitting on the line don't lose their place. They're just, when they reach the machine, they're just going to go back in for another loop, and they just continue, right? So there's no fear of quote unquote losing your place because you're switching from on to off. That's just not a thing. But hopefully this kind of helps. Again, forgive my crude drawing, but hopefully that helps a little bit.